Holy vaca! Look at all of this vocabulario. Don't worry, a lot of it is repeat from the previous unit. Capítulo 3A was about comida. Capítulo 3B es similar, más sobre la comida. Español 1, capítulo 3B, para mantener la salud. Para mantener la salud. And then, lección 1, the first lesson that I'm teaching you, all this vocab can be summarized in two ideas. Categorías de comida y estrategias para mantener la salud. Holy cow. Holy vaca. We've got para mantener la salud here, and we got para mantener. We need to figure out what this means. Well, let's talk about salud, because I don't think I've talked about that. You've heard me say it many times in class when somebody sneezes. But now I'm actually saying, all right, salud, there are three meanings for it. Health, bless you, and cheers. Well, if you can figure out mantener, I bet you can figure out what this says. Para mantener la salud. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm going to trust that you all can figure that out. Well, estrategias para mantener la salud. You already know them. You learned them in capítulo 1. But here they are. Here they are. Para mantener la salud. Hacer ejercicio. Hacer ejercicio. Levantar pesas. Yo soy el increíble Hulk. Yo levanto pesas. ¿Sí? Levantar pesas. We know these. Montar en bicicleta. Caminar. Practicar deportes. Now here are your two new ones. Comer. Now look. Salud. Comer, we know. Comer saludable. Think about it. Comer inteligente. Comer saludable. I'm not translating. You all can figure that out. And then the last one, again, this is all new, but you don't need me to translate. Estar de dieta. You can figure that out. Estar de dieta. So those are estrategias para mantener la salud. Now we're going into the más. All right, this is the little extra vocabulary that they add on at the, it's like this helps all the vocab come together. So, tener sed. Uy. Yo hago ejercicio, yo tengo la sed, yo tengo mucha sed. La solución, agua. La solución es una bebida. Tú tienes que beber o tomar agua. Pero después de no comer todo el día, si yo no como todo el día, yo tengo hambre. Tener hambre, la solución, comida. Yo prefiero, hey, we're getting into the next one. Yo prefiero pollo, carne. See? Yo prefiero. What is prefiero? Well, it's the yo form of preferir, which is tener preferencia. Okay? Preferencia. Yo prefiero pollo. All right. Estar de acuerdo. I'll just tell you in English right now. That means to agree about something. Yo estoy de acuerdo. All right. Creer is to believe or to think like a belief. I mean, you look it up in the dictionary, it's going to say to believe. It's your thoughts, it's your beliefs. Okay. And then sabroso, delicioso. La comida de Bojangles y cookout. Oh, que sabrosa comida. So we have, it's, adjective, sabroso, sabrosa. All right, muy bien. Now we got to do something important. We got to go over the categorías de comida. Entonces tenemos la pirámide. Look at this, look at it. Can you get that? Can you get that? All right, I know that's hard. This one's going to be hard. The camera's going to be a little jumpy. La pirámide nutritiva. Look, pirámide. I know it looks like a triángulo, but it's really a pirámide. Okay, la pirámide nutritiva. Comenzamos con mi favorita. La carne. Esta es mi categoría favorita. La carne. El bistec. I'm not going to translate it. I'm just going to say moo. Moo. El bistec. Then el pollo. I know a joke. Why did the pollo cross the calle? You know pollo. We learned it last chapter. Now, here's some interesting one. We have el pescado and el pez. El pescado is comida. El pez is Nemo. Now, is anybody going to eat Nemo? You would ruin all those children's dreams. So, El pescado, that's when it's dead and you eat it. Okay, el pez, that's when it's alive and in the aquario. Okay, or la piscina, which doesn't always mean swimming pool. Okay, now, the last three, I hope the camera can focus in on these, because these aren't actually carnes. But I talked to the science teachers at school to find out where I should put them, and they said put them in the carne categoría, because they have proteínas. Los huevos, you know what the pollos make? That's huevos. Okay? Las cacahuates, you know what the elephants don't like? Too small? Oh, los cacahuates. I made a mistake. Okay? Okay, so los cacahuates, thank you, camera lady. Los cacahuates, that's what the elephants don't, oh no, that's what the elephants love. Los cacahuates. That's also what teachers get paid. Okay, and then we have los frijoles. And that is a major food in a lot of places. But you know what? After you eat a lot of frijoles, tienes mucho gas. Woo! Okay, continuando. El pan y los cereales. Now, I bet you can figure out what el pan y los cereales is. We've already talked about pan. Remember el pan tostado, los cereales? Well, in this categoría, we have los espaguetis, which is what your book is going to teach you. And look at how it's spelled. Espaguetis. And then another word for this kind of pasta, which is also Espanol and Italiano, is los fideos. It's a really good word. Los fideos, los espaguetis. Okay? Kind of stringy. All right, and then we have el arroz. This is really popular, especially in Asia, okay? El arroz. And really, in this category, you've got your carbohidratos. All right, moving on. Las verduras. Other words for verduras. I use verduras. That's the word I say. You won't hear me say the other ones, but others that would be acceptable to a lot of teachers are los vegetales and los legumbres. Okay, so we have la lechuga, las zanahorias, las papas. Now look, there's no accent. If you put an accent on that, then it's los instead of las. It's los papas, and then that's parents. You don't want to eat your parents. So las papas, I bet y'all know what that is. And then la cebolla. Remember Shrek? He said that ogres are like what? Cebollas. They have a lot of layers. But when you cut them, you cry a lot. And then in Spanish class, your book is going to say los guisantes. Los guisantes. I always learned los chícharos. They're the same thing. Los guisantes, los chícharos. And what you need to understand, oh, there's also a famous Mexican soccer player, El Chicharito, right? And they're saying the little pea. So if El Chicharito is the little pea, I wonder, and let's imagine verde, let's imagine los chicharitos, what could it be? Los guisantes. All right. And then the last one, las judías verdes, los ejotes. Same thing. In Spain, they're going to say green Jewish ladies, and in other countries, they say los ejotes. Think about these, but make them long. Okay? They're also green. All right. Oh, I think for los legumbres, when I was writing, I might have written it wrong. So las legumbres is posible. Oh, and then another one is hortalizas. That's not really used much. Think horticulture, hortalizas. Don't worry about that too much. All right. Las frutas. I've already taught you a lot of them. Los tomates. I think I put it in vegetales or verduras last time, so I thought I'd put it in frutas this time. Los tomates. Some people in Mexico, for the red ones, say los jitomates. We won't get into that. Okay. Las uvas. Look at my beautiful artwork. Las uvas. They come in all different colors. Verde, morado, azul, las uvas. I love them, right off of the vine. But wash them first, because they have stuff on them. And then we have las grasas. And this is a categoría that you shouldn't eat too much of. But las grasas, that's your fats. Okay? La mantequilla, right? Stir up the butter, put it in the refrigerator for a long time, and maybe it'll turn into la mantequilla. I like it on tostado. Okay? El helado, think Baskin Robbins. I don't know if I spelled it right, but you all know what it is. Or Cold Stone. Los pasteles, feliz cumpleaños a ti. What do you eat? el pastel. And then our last one, our last categoría, la leche. Okay, so you have la vaca, moo, moo, moo. Well, you go like this. And then you have la leche. Es una bebida. All right, la leche. And then el yogur. We already learned that one. El queso. I don't know if I spelled mozzarella right, but you all can figure it out. El queso cheddar, el queso mozzarella, parmesan, etc. And that is lección número 1. Adios.